The U.S. Coast Guard, the Alpena Sheriff's Department, and several Good Samaritans made an astounding rescue on Lake Huron Wednesday morning. Two men aboard a 42-foot sailboat that began taking on water 18 miles east of Alpena were saved by their joint efforts. Just after 9 a.m., watchstanders at Coast Guard Sector Sault Ste. Marie were called by the two men who said their boat was flooding and they were using a hand pump to drain the vessel, but it wouldn't last for long. The sector dispatched a crew from Coast Guard Station Alpena aboard a 25-foot response boat, a crew from Coast Guard Station St. Ignace aboard a 45-foot response boat, and a crew from Coast Guard Air Station Traverse City aboard a Dolphin helicopter. They also issued an urgent marine information broadcast advising other boaters in the area of the situation. A Canadian-flagged 689-foot bulk carrier and a 45-foot personal boat responded to the broadcast, along with the Alpena Sheriff's Department. The bulk carrier provided a shelter from the wind for the sailboat. Just after 11 a.m., the Traverse City air crew arrived on scene and lowered a rescue swimmer and another dewatering pump to the vessel. After arriving aboard, the swimmer was made aware that one of the men had a history of heart problems and was beginning to experience chest pain. Not long after, the man started losing consciousness.
We got on scene, assessed the situation, decided that it would be best to have me, the swimmer, go on board to check out how much flooding they were having and how much distress the person was in. They lowered me to the water. I swam to the sailboat, climbed on board, started talking to the person who was indeed having cardiac distress, checked the flooding, decided that we would try to lower a dewatering pump to the boat to start pumping out water, and right after that we would be lowering the basket to medevac the cardiac patient off of the boat to take him to a hospital.
He was then taken to the Alpena Regional Medical Center for treatment. The crew aboard the 25-foot response boat arrived just after 11:30 a.m. and began to assist with the dewatering process. Just after noon, the crew aboard the 45-foot response boat also arrived on scene, placed the sailboat in tow, and delivered it to Thunder Bay Harbor in Alpena.